This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, good morning. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay. Okay, so the very first thing we will be starting with today is downloading and installing the Tableau Public, and I have already shared this link yesterday. So I'll again put it in the chat window. Okay, so once you click on that link, it will open this page, and here you have to enter your email ID. Once you enter your email ID, click on download the app. The download will start. The exe file will get downloaded. Once that is done, just double click on that exe, and in one of the steps, you will have to select agree to the terms and conditions and then do next. It will install it. Very simple steps. So just double click on that exe, click on one of the checkbox. It'll ask you, then it will do the installation. Yeah, so can you all give it a try, because I want to make sure everyone installs this Tableau public software. So anyone done like yesterday also I have shared. So anyone done with installing it? You can ping in the chat window saying yes, installation done. Okay, so AD downloaded. Yeah, so those who have downloaded it already, go and install it. Okay. Okay, installation going on, Navya. Okay. Okay, Srinu is done. Okay, Purandar is also done. Very good. What about others? Okay, Naveen is also done. Anurag, Anusha, Ramesh, Paramesh, Pooja, Rajshekhar. I'm just
Good
looking at the
morning,
names.
Trina.
Ivana.
I
Yeah.
installed it.
Okay, you have installed. Okay. Siddhartha, Vamshi, Turaka, Venkatesh. Okay, so two steps I'm looking at. Okay, click on that link, download it. Once the download is done, double click on that exe and click on one of the checkbox to agree for the terms and condition and let that install it. It'll take some few minutes. Let that install it. So meanwhile, so put that on installation, okay, and then we will, see further. So yesterday you must have received the Google Drive link. Ram must have shared with you. So if you look at this Google Drive link, so here, just to explain you what are the things I'll keep on putting under each folder. So all the recorded sessions, I'll put under recorded sessions folder. So you would see yesterday's recorded video here. Then data folder. So if you go to the data folder, so all the data which we will be using throughout the sessions, I'll be uploading those data sets in the data folder so that you can download it in your systems and start building the dashboard. So I hope you know how to download it. You just need to right click and click on download. It will get downloaded. Okay, so this is the data folder. Books folder, so I'll be uploading, it's empty now. I'll be uploading some of the ebooks, very good ebooks for you to read in your free time. Yeah, that I'll do it. Then all the slides, so we'll go through each and every topic, and I have some slides for those topics. So all the slides I will be uploading on the slides folder. Yeah, and software installation link, I have put it here. So the same link which I have put under chat window, I have put it under this text file. And then after that, I'll go and um, have interview questions. So it's too early to put these interview questions, but let me create it. I'll not upload anything under interview questions right now. I don't want to give everything uh, right now. Otherwise, you'll not understand all those things anyways. Interview questions. Then there will be one more project folder called project. So all the projects which I'll be uploading on the projects folder. So this will be the structure for us. So just be familiar with this Google Drive link. If you don't have it, I'll ask Ram to share it again today. Okay. I hope the download and installation is in progress. So let that happen. So what we will do is let us do let us do a quick recap of what we learned yesterday. So yesterday we looked at what is Tableau, right? Then we looked at the Tableau interface. We looked at the Tableau, what are the different Tableau products. So Tableau desktop, Tableau server, right? So these are the two products which you will mostly see in the companies, but these two requires a license as we discussed. Um, there is also a Tableau public. So the one which you are installing now is the Tableau public. It doesn't require the license. Okay. So then we looked at the Tableau architecture, right? Then we talked about, importing. Okay, we talked about three simple concepts, right? What were they? Connect, analyze, and share. So what does connect mean? Once you open the Tableau software, the very first thing you want is you want to load the data into it. So you want to connect it to different databases. You want to connect and load, the raw data files like Excel, right? So the very first thing is you will connect. Analyze is once you have the data on the Tableau, you will start building your dashboards. That is analyze. Then the third thing is once the dashboard is complete, how do we share with the end users? You will put that dashboard onto the Tableau server and share it with a wider audience, right? Then we looked at an example with an Excel file by loading that Excel file into Tableau, right? And then in Tableau, after doing that, we looked at, there's something called as dimensions and measures. So all the columns which are present in the data, all those columns would get split up into under dimensions or measures. Dimensions are categorical. So something like the name, city, country, product name. Yeah, these are the character columns. Whereas measures are something like the numeric columns, sales, profit, all the numeric columns. Then we talked about there's something called as row shelf, and and column shell, right? You will drag certain columns onto the rows and columns. Then we also talked about marks card. So if I go to the tool, yeah, so these are the things we have looked at. These are the dimensions, measures, rows and columns, marks card, and you will start building your dashboard. Yeah. So this is just a high level, recap of what we, did yesterday. Now, as it is download, as the software is installing. Now, let me put, couple of videos. Um, so I'm pinging a link, everyone. I'm pinging a link. What you do is open that link. So you would see, there is an option, see it in action. So what you do is open that link and click on see it in action. It will play a video, and I want you all to look at that video and understand which product the video is for. Yeah, it is one of the Tableau product. So I'm playing it in my system. Can you all hear the audio as well from my system when I'm playing it or no? Can you confirm?
Yes, we can hear the audio.
Okay, you can hear, right? Okay. So then no need you all to open the same link in your systems. Okay, I'll anyway share the PPT slide. So let me play in my system only. Okay. Okay, can you all guess which product this could be? Okay, now they're saying Tableau Public. Yeah, it's a Tableau desktop, which they were showing, but Tableau Public is a subset of the Tableau desktop. Yeah, that's fine now. Yeah, yeah, but this product the video is for is the Tableau desktop, and the things which they have showed in the video, if you have looked at properly, they say, the connecting to the different data sources, loading them, building different kinds of views, sorting them, filtering them. All this is the development, right? So as I said, Tableau desktop is meant for building or developing your dashboards. Yeah. Now let me pick another video. Now I want everyone to look at this video as well, and I hope you're keeping an eye on that installation as well. So just keep an eye on that installation. Okay. Okay, now let's look at this video. Let's look at this video. Okay, now before we do this, just try to, when you will be watching this, just try to relate to the first video and what is the difference. I want you all to find out the difference in the product as well as some of the features. Okay. Okay, so which product this is? Any guesses?
Tableau server.
Right. So it's a Tableau server. So, um, you know, d- what is the difference between the Tableau desktop and server? They have highlighted some of the features, what we can do in the server. We can see the shared dashboard in any device. Okay. AD is saying. What else? Anyone wants to add anything? Yeah, so Tableau Desktop was totally meant for, developing the dashboards, and you will be ready with the dashboard. You will finish with the dashboard. After that, how do we share it? So the Tableau server comes into the picture where you will put your dashboard onto that server. Then you will control the permissions to the users, right? So let's say Siddhartha wants to, access my dashboard. I need to, set those permissions so that he can view the dashboard, right? All the permissions related, we can do it on the Tableau server. Yeah, all the admin related things. Yeah, and you go to any company, these are the two products which you will see for sure. Okay, so just wanted to, show this video so that you'll get some idea, rough idea about, how it works. So what about the downloaded installation? Everyone is done. Anyone is pending, so you can just put pending in the chat window. those who are pending. Okay. Okay, cool. So looks like everyone is done with the installation. Now what I want is everyone go to that data. So you have the Google Drive link. Go to the data and download the sales data.xl. So right click on it and download it. So it will get downloaded into your systems. Do that. And then, once your installation is done, go to the start menu and you should see this Tableau public. So just search Tableau and you should see the version which you have installed. So Tableau public. So click on that. So let's say I'm clicking on it. Now I'll open it. So you should see this interface. So let me stop here. I want everyone to come till here. So if you see this interface, let me know in the chat window. Any issues, feel free to ask because this is very critical. Otherwise, you won't be able to do all the hands-on exercises. I want to make sure you have the software with you with all the steps.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, just charts are is not visible, sir. Everything is visible.
Which one? Which one?
Charts, you are open. I think US Superstore dashboard, top 10 European. These are all not visible to our Tableau.
Okay, okay. These are the ones you're saying. Okay, so these it will be empty. So this space here, it will show the list of
Okay,
dashboards I have accessed recently. So since you
okay, sir.
have just installed it, you won't be, seeing these. Once you start building your dashboards, saving it, then you will see all these things. It's like, recently I have accessed and worked on these dashboards. For you, it will be empty, right, right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so everyone has this interface. Anyone facing any issue, then please let me know now itself. Okay, now you have the sales data from that Google Drive. I hope you have downloaded it. Now, what I want is the very first thing is we want to connect, right? We want to load the data. So, as I showed yesterday, so today let us do the loading of that Excel data. So, what I'll do is let me go to the same data. I have this sales data. So, I've clicked on this Microsoft Excel, browsed through the file and click on open. So everyone should see this. So let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm going a little slow because we're just, getting started. I don't want to rush so that, everyone understands. So once you're comfortable, with, 3, 4 days, then we will, pick up the speed. So you should see, this data and, you can see all the columns along with their data types yesterday, which I talked about. You are seeing these. Now, once you have this, go to the sheet one. Go to the sheet one. Now, you would see all those columns from that data has been put under dimensions or measures. Dimensions categorical character, whereas measures numeric columns, quantitative. So everyone has this interface or anyone facing any issue, let me know. Okay, cool. Now let's go and drag channel type onto rows, then drag sales amount onto the columns. Let's do this. Once you are done with this, I want to swap channel type to column, sales amount to rows. So what I'll do is here there is a shortcut, for swapping the things instead of you drag and drop. So rows has become column, columns come into rows. Now you would see, this vertical bar. So previous one, this was a horizontal bar. This is a vertical bar chart. Right now what I want is I want the numbers. So what is this y-axis? Y-axis is the sales amount, sum of sales amount. So I want numbers to be also be displayed. So how much is the sales amount for direct, how much is the sales amount from online and post? So what do you think, what I need to do here?
Drag sales amount to label maybe.
Perfect. So yesterday we saw, okay, we need to drag, make use of this marks card to do the customization, right? So since I'm looking at the sales amount, so I will go and drag the sales amount onto the label section. So immediately you would see, those numbers populated on the bar chart. Yeah. So how do we swipe it? You have to go to this icon, swap rows and columns. So just click on that. It will automatically, swap the things from rows and columns. Okay. Now I want to know, which channel type is doing good in terms of, the sales amount. So I want to highlight, those things. So what I will do is, uh, I'll take this sales amount again and drop it onto the color. Now, this is the legend. On the right hand side, you would see this legend. You can change the colors as well, edit colors. And if you go here, so by default color it took, but Tableau gives us a lot of, options on the color side. So let's say, I want to have this green because, uh, if you see the green, like we are doing good, less green, that there's something going on over there, so I can change the colors as I need. Now there is a meaning, to these coloring, like the one which is in darker, that means more sales, the lighter the less sales. So what I have done, I have made use of this color feature. Can you all do the same thing? Now this sales amount, I can also drag it and drop it onto the size. Now, and just remember these, logos. Okay, so when you see this is for coloring. Then you will come to know, okay, I have dragged this onto the color. This is the icon for the size, and this T icon is for the label. Okay, so you just have to, get familiar with those icons. Now, as soon as I dragged sales amount onto the size, size of the bars got changed. The bigger the size of the bar, the more the sales. The smaller the size of the bar, the lesser the sales. Something like that. So you can make use of the size as well. Now, tooltip. So when you take a mouse over, you are seeing channel type, sales amount. Now, let's say I want to take this sales cost and drop it onto the tooltip. Now, you see on the tooltip, you are seeing sales cost as well. So previously, There were only two things, channel type and sales amount, but you're seeing sales cost. When you take the mouse over, so tooltip is when you take the mouse over, you would see them. And if you go and click on this tooltip, you would see what are the things you would see in the tooltip: channel type, sales amount, and sales cost. Okay, so let me stop here. I want everyone to come to me here. So these are the basic things I want, so that everyone would get a little bit comfortable with these options, where to drag, what to do, what to look at once we drag certain columns. Yeah, done. Now at the bottom you see sheet one. So you could rename, let's say you want to rename this sheet to bar chart, something like this.
Hi, Shani, please wait for a few more minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, so the color, when you drag any column onto the colors section, you would see this legend. Okay, let me drag to this. On the right hand side, you would see this legend. Click on this arrow, say edit colors, go to these drop downs and select the color which you need. Got it, Navya? Okay, let me give one more minute.
I added by mistakenly I added that sales amount under the, I think, under the size or something else,
Mhm.
and it divided these all these bars. Can you please check my screen?
Okay, Shiva is saying I can't see bar chart. Is this Navya? Like, I will make the presenter. Who is this? So, do you want to share your screen?
I want to share my screen and want you to look at it. Pooja.
Okay. Can you please tell me your name? Pooja?
Yes, yes, Pooja.
Okay, okay, okay. So, I'll make you presenter. You can share your screen. Let us see. Shiva, you can also look at, how Pooja had done. So you are getting some split, right? Okay, okay, okay. This one you're saying, yeah, yeah, that is right. Because you're getting that split because you have dragged two columns onto the rows, Pooja. So you see, under rows, take the mouse onto the rows at the top. Um, you have dragged sales amount.
Yes, yes, yes. Sales
Have you
amount
not?
I I got it. I dragged sales cost on rows. I think that's the reason I'm
Yeah, yeah.
getting
So
it.
what you do is, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, correct, correct. This is how it will work.
One more thing, Shinu, what is the purpose of this size bulb button? I missed it. What was the use
Yeah,
of it?
size is like on the chart, you know, like like this bar chart example, when you want the users to have the attention basis on the size. So few things humans are very much good at is, if there is any change in the color, immediately our focus goes there, right? That is the use of color. Even the size also, like, if one is bigger, one is smaller in terms of size, our attention will go over there. So when you drag any columns onto the size, like on this example, you would see that one bar is bigger in size, other bars are in terms of width, thickness. Okay.
Mhm.
Why is that? Because on that post, that channel is having good sales, then direct, and then online. So just to have those kinds of views, we make use of the size. There are also some other features we will be learning when we'll be plotting the maps. On the maps you can plot certain shapes and all that stuff. For that, size is being used.
Okay.
Shiva,
And
did
what?
you?
Mm,
Hmm.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, yeah, go on,
Shinu,
go on.
how you change the color? You right click it and then.
Not here, not here. So what you do is click on that show me. That's why you're not able to see. Right on the right hand side, you have show me at the top. Click on that. Yes. You see sales cost below that
Yes.
legend on the color. Yeah, yeah. So take the mouse over that color. There will be an arrow on the right hand side. Not here, not here. On the
Yes.
color, on that legend top. No, top above one. Above box, yeah, correct, yeah, that one. Click on that arrow, do edit colors, and go to that drop down. Choose the color which you need. Let's say choose, yeah, that's fine. Apply and okay.
Okay. Fine. Got it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so let me take the control. So the bar
Yes.
chart, Shiva, I have renamed it. So I hope your question is, you're not seeing this bar chart. So what you do is double click on that sheet one, or rename that sheet one. Right click and say rename, or it's just double click and rename it. Okay, because we will start building all the different views, so we want to give some meaningful name to that, so that when you'll be looking at, you will be clear, okay, what is there in which sheet, right? So I've just renamed it. Okay, so I hope till here everyone is done. So what I'll do now is right click on that sheet and I'll duplicate. Okay, let me duplicate because I want to show you, because I want to show you few other options. I don't want to build it again. I'm just duplicating it. Now sometimes what happens is you drag certain columns but you want to remove them, right? So just like how Pooja dragged sales cost. Now you want to remove this sales cost. You have dragged it. Now you don't have this requirement. So one option is you can drag and drop it on the empty space. So what I saw was Pooja dragged and dropped under measures, right? So you don't have to do that. So what you do is, if you want to remove it, drop it onto the empty space and it will be gone. That is one option. Another option is click on that arrow and at the bottom, you see remove option. So don't worry about all these options. So we will be looking at when we will reach those topics. So you would see those remove option, I'll click on it, it'll get removed. So in the similar way, I want to remove this color from the sales amount. I'll drag and drop it onto the empty space. Got it? I don't want this size. I'll remove it. Now what I want is I want to drag this channel type because I'm using channel type. Let me drag this channel type onto the color. Let's see what happens. So you would see that for each value in the channel type, you would see a unique color. You'd see a unique color. So direct, online, and post. And these are the colors. And obviously you can change those colors. So let's say, direct, you want that to be green. Online, you want it to be red. Post, you want that to be yellow. You will select and do OK. You can change the colors accordingly. So for every value in the column, it will show up, the unique color. You can also try this out. Okay, so now what I want is, let's look at customer country and do show filter. So on the customer country, when you take the mouse, always you watch out for these arrows. So these arrows will give you all the options which you want to perform on that column. Okay, so just remember that. So I clicked on this arrow and I did show filter. So when I clicked on show filter, you on the right hand side, you would see those filters options. And when you do show filter, automatically that column gets added to the filters. Okay. Now what does this filters are for? Filters allows the user to dynamically select what they want, right? Yesterday we saw that. So let's say, I'm interested in looking at, the India. IN means India, UK, and US. Okay. So I'm filtering IN India. So all these data points are getting filtered for that country. Okay. Now I'm interested in looking for, US data. So these are the filters by which you can, interact and filter the views. Can you all try this filters section also? So like this, you can add, any number of filters as per your requirement. Yeah. So let's say if the requirement is to add a department also. So if I'm interested in looking at, the sales department, how are those numbers? Or the audit ones, or the accounting ones, how are those numbers? You can do that. Okay, let me stop here for a minute. Okay, I hope it is done. Yeah, so the purpose of tooltip is, you know when you don't want everything to be shown on the chart, right? So these numbers on the bar chart is what sales amount. I don't want to show everything, otherwise it will be too clumsy, right? Everything, it will be very difficult to understand. So sometimes the requirement comes some of the detailed information you want to put it, when they take the mouse. So just like this, I'm looking at the sales cost as well. So it becomes very much easy, when the users are looking, when they take the mouse over, because it happens, right? Whenever we are looking at something, we take the mouse and we try to, see what are those numbers. Additional information you can provide in the tooltip. That is the purpose. You can add several columns as well, like, which country, which city, and so on. You want to, add sales quantity also. You will drag, you will see the sales quantity additional. So three numeric columns we are showing in the tooltip, but on the bar chart we're just showing sales amount. Got it? Okay. So now,
I'm not able to puja this side. I'm not able to change different colors of it. Mm,
yeah. So did you drag channel type onto the color? Then you would see this on the right hand side.
okay.
Then
Uh,
go to the edit colors. You would see those values of that column. So you select direct from here and select the color. Select each value and select the corresponding color which you are interested in. Try
but
this, Pooja.
let me here, as in your screen, it's coming in on the left hand side.
Mhm.
Just a minute. It's not coming like that. Right, you did it on channel type, so
Yeah, channel type. So how did we get this color? Because I have dragged the channel type onto the color. You see, channel
okay,
type, I have dragged it onto the color. Otherwise, you will not see this option.
okay. Give me a second. Yeah, got it.
Got it, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
because we're talking about the colors, right? How do we get those colors option? When we drag it onto the color, any column you drag it onto the color, then only you will get those options to change the colors. And why did we decide that we want channel type to be dragged? It all depends on the requirement, because on this chart, I'm looking at channel type,
mm,
right? I've dragged channel type here. So let's say I'm removing this channel type. You're interested in, let's say, customer country. I'm dragging it onto the color. See, now this gives a different view. So in every channel type, you have the data for each country. So if the users say that, okay, this is the entire, of all the countries, right? Of all the countries. But, when you drag a column onto the colors by each color, so each color now represents the country. You would see IN, UK, US. So this becomes very much clear that, okay, this is for US, this is the sales for UK, and this is for India, like that. So it all depends on, which columns, how you want the data to be viewed. Yeah, Vamshi, you have a question?
So I want to see the total of all the stack bar chart at the top. So how do you do that now? So I want to see the sum of 10,000, 5,000, and 8,000. So at the top. So how do you do that?
You mean the cumulative of
Yeah,
addition of all this at the top?
yeah.
Yeah, so here, since we have distributed that, right, by each color, we won't be able to see that, because when we didn't had this, you were saying that, because you're looking at by each channel, entire channel. But now, since you are looking at, where is that? Since you're looking at by each country, you would not see that, the total of that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but on the tooltip, you are seeing everything. See, by each country, channel type, and all the different values. Now, uh, in the marks card, you would see, all these different options. Like you can go and do a line chart. You can go and do the area chart. All these things we will be learning. I just want to, show you that these options are there. If I want it as a pie chart, if I want it as, different options are available. You can just go and look for it. But anyways, we'll be looking at each and every chart uh, in the coming sessions. So just want to show you that, you can go and do it from here. So any questions from the today's session? I know like we're nearing to 8. Any questions before we end for today? So today you just got an idea about how do we open the Tableau software? How do we load the Excel data? How do we create basic charts? You got familiar with the rows and columns, you got familiar with the marks, you got a marks card by using color, size, and labels tooltip. You got familiar with the filters section. Any questions?
In my case, the that bar chart is coming, but the presentation is not as clear. One is coming. I mean that bar is scattered into bigger, smaller, and bigger like this.
Yeah, because you must be having a column on the size. I have removed from the size. So I think sales amount you must be having on the side. That's why you're saying this.
Let me
So
check.
yeah, so remove this. If there is any column on the size, just remove it.
Customer country, I think sure might be that.
No,
Yeah,
not
no,
custom.
yeah,
Yeah,
got
so
it.
just see this icon. This is the image logo of size. So all the columns when you drag it, you can just look at the logo. So if you see any column with this logo, then you need to target that. That okay, this is the column. I have it on the size. You can remove that.
Okay.
Got it? Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow we will be not having class, so we'll be directly, connecting on Monday, 21st. Now, what I want everyone to do on this weekend is I'll share these slides, I'll upload. So today, what we did is we got started with Tableau. So I want everyone to do this slide number 3 and 4 as the assignment. Yeah, so this is the day 2 slide. I will upload it. Under that, you can note down if you want now. Uh, follow these steps. On slide number 3, it says, okay, open Tableau, connect to Excel data source, load the sales data, which you have already done, verify the data. That means what are the columns, their data types, go to sheet 1. And they are giving you the instructions, okay, drag channel type on to the column, sales amount onto the rows, and these are the steps. If you go to the next slide, another hands-on. So now they're talking about drag sales type. Here they are talking about with some other columns as an example. So start, building these views. So what you can do is you have built these today. So what you do is click on this and say, hands on number one, and you start building the chart for this. Insert a new sheet. How do we insert the new sheet? You need to click on this new worksheet. The new sheet will get inserted. So just rename it hands on number 2 and so on. Now, let me tell you one important thing. How do we share it? Save it, okay? Go to file, and save to Tableau public. So you have to do save to Tableau public. So do that. Now you will not be having credentials for this Tableau public. So what you do is create one now for free. Click on create one now for free. Enter your name, email ID, password, confirm the password and do create my profile. So remember the email ID and password, okay? And once you do that, first you sign up and then you go and do the save and then enter the email ID and password and click on sign in. Your workbook, your dashboard will get saved onto the Tableau public site. And in over there, you can save it. It'll ask you to name your dashboard. You can save it like, okay, 18th Jan, whatever we have done today, so that you will have that clear understanding what we did on every session. You can save like that. Okay, so any other last minute questions before we end? So we will directly connect back on Monday.
So first to create a profile, after it will login, sir.
Right. So
Okay, sir.
save to Tableau public. First, you create because you will not be having email ID and password for the Tableau public site. So that's why we have to register first by clicking on create one now for free, where you are entering your name, email ID, and password. Once you do that, then you come and save, enter your email ID and password, click on sign, and then it will ask you to name your dashboard. So currently my dashboard name is book 3, right? You will save with some different name, today's date maybe, right? Then it will get saved. So all the work, whichever you are building it, you will always go and save it onto the Tableau public.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so try those options as well.
Shenu, do we need to do anything on the data source side as well? The first screen in which we load the data. Uh, Here, that is only just for loading the data for the screen.
Yeah. So data source, for every dashboard, data sources tab, there will be only one data sources tab where you would see the data which you have imported. So in my case, like we did sales data, right? So
Mhm.
this data sources will show you, okay, what data you are looking at, how is the data looking, what are the different columns available, what are the data types, all those checks we can do it from the data sources tab.
And we can have data source tab for data from multiple sources. Either it could be data, Excel, Teradata, different sources.
Yeah. Everything you will see it under data sources tab only. So you will not see multiple data sources tab. So let's say if I go and connect to Teradata database, instead of this Excel, there's one more thing which will get added, Teradata, and you will see all the tables, and then you will drag here. We will see that. So don't get confused now. We will see all those options. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So just to summarize, um, I'll upload the slides here onto the slides folder. You have the recorded sessions and you have the data which we want. And the task for you all is to work on this slide number 3 and slide number 4. And when we come on Monday, you can ask any questions if you got stuck somewhere while working on this slide number 3 and slide number 4. And then we will proceed for the next topics on Monday. Yeah, so thank you everyone for joining the session. So please work on this. It will hardly take, 10-15 minutes. Yeah, as I said, work on it and we will connect back on Monday. Thank you. Have a great day.